Hello Pisces, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start off your reading with a pink foil tarot, Money Matters Oracle. Um, this is the Key to the Soul Oracle, as well as the Witch Tarot that we're going to use as a bringing it all together and summarize everything together at the end. All right, so let's get going for Pisces. Finally got to Pisces. With your birthday month, we're still in your birthday period for Pisces, getting close to the end next week. Let's see what we've got going for Pisces. Start out this reading, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Pisces. Past situation. Queen of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords. Okay, we have a couple of things going on here. Let me go ahead and just finish off. Just have an Eight of Wands, and we have a Six of Swords. And then additional information over here is the Six of Wands victory card, the Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Tower. So something you recently became something became very clear that you were confused about in the past, and you've gained a lot of clarity about the situation, and you're going about what you need to do to make uh, your goals happen and to achieve everything that you wanted to achieve. But for some, this is going to cut like a knife because they're used to you being very people pleasing. They're not used to you. In Pisces, or you're ruled by the moon. You're ruled by your emotions, but you're also ruled by your intuition. So this is also a card about the Queen of Intuition. So this is really you coming into your own voice. You're listening more to your subconscious, and you're pulling things out that you need to keep, and getting rid of things you don't need around anymore. And then you've got the Eight of Wands coming in with your present situation, which is something very fast, very quick, very sudden is going to happen in a good way, full of growth, full of vitality. But they're all going in the air at the same time. They're going to land at the same time. So be prepared. And your Six of Swords, another card about perception, but because of the perception, because of the journey you're about to embark on, you're about to leave a bad situation in the future. You're going to gain a lot of information that's going to help you build a foundation to walk away from something that no longer serves you. And in that quest, you're going to find that you will be victorious. You will be successful, and you'll get recognition for that. Someone's going to come along who's going to offer you a message about money, but they're coming towards you very slowly and patiently. But also, it's a dark horse that this knight is riding. So keep that in mind too, that the dark horse could be holding something different, and that would be a tower. Um, this King of Cups is here to remind you that love conquers all. So no matter what may appear to be a gift, be very careful, because this is sort of a warning card. If you choose the wrong path here, you could go down the wrong road, which could completely turn your world upside down. So remember that love conquers all. This is the king of love. So it's almost like it's coming full circle. But this is all about possibilities in your future um, that are sort of clarifying that. So let's get going down the list here to clarify with money, the money moves oracle deck. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. A lot of readers will do these oracles first, and then they do the tarot after, and that's everybody has their own way of reading. You know, there's no right or wrong. I prefer to start out with tarot. It's the way I learned tarot. We didn't have clarifiers. We just had tarot. So, and most of it was Rider-Waite-Smith decks back in the 90s. And so of course, I wasn't aware of a lot of other options around tarot back then. I'm sure they were around, but I didn't know about them. Anyway, so I learned how to read and clarify with tarot decks. So I start mine out with that and end it with it. So anyway, let's get back into what we were talking about with Queen of Swords and the Money Maker, Money Moves Oracle. Queen of Swords. Ah. Star power. Become an influencer of the company and earn fame and popularity. Step into the spotlight. So, you know what you want, have a new perspective, go after what you want because you're going to be in the spotlight here. The Eight of Wands. Wealth. Like I said, Eight of Wands, at the end of the Wands, there are leaves sprouting, and then in the Witch's Tarot, you'll see that the wands have blossoms coming out of them. But this wealth says you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the good work. And this is great news for you guys. Pisces have been waiting. I feel bad because I started out with the beginning of the zodiac year, which is Aries, and realizing after the fact that, oops, I should have done Pisces first because this is your birthday month and it's going to be ending soon. But anyway, but this is great for you. This is an Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy, full of growth and vitality, coming out of nowhere, coming from a place of where you shifted your perspective on the situation that this whole thing is about, and you know what this is. And if it resonates with you, please, you know, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. But previously, you know, we have star power, and you're going to be stepping into the spotlight, and then everything's coming to you at once. There's all this wealth. Keep up the good work. But you're going to be leaving a situation in the future, and that's also the Six of Swords. So what do we have for the Six of Swords? Wisdom and insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Okay, so your insight, use your best judgment. As you look at leaving a situation, make sure you prepare for the road ahead, and also use your best judgment when it comes to don't be too rash. Have foresight and think things through. Have clarity before you make a move, and use your wisdom. All right, so use your wisdom, but like the owl, um, they stalk out their situation before they pounce as predators. And this is sort of saying, before you walk away, before you leave abruptly, make sure that you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. But I'd like some info. This is the Life Happens. This is the key to the Life Happens deck. Let's see. What do we have for Pisces? Happy birthday to Pisces. I almost said Spices. All right, Spirit. Let's get going with the Queen of Swords and Star Power. Okay. I'm going to take these two, this little deck here flopped out, but I have several here. Signs. You'll see the signs that this is worth the risk taking. Risk, opportunity, safety, signs. Um, Freedom. This wealth and this eight of wands coming at you very quickly with this opportunity of wealth is going to give you freedom, lots of freedom, um, and responsibility. So out of this freedom comes responsibility. You're going to see all the signs lining up. It's going to show you exactly where you need to be. And this is like such a clear picture to me. Excuse me one second. I do have to drink as we go. I take medication that dries my skin out and everything else, guys, so I apologize, but I'm just putting together your picture here. It's like um, you already know where you're going and how you're going to get there. But before you start, you've had to change your perspective about things. You can't look at everything the same way anymore because you're enlightened now. You have gone through an awakening, so to speak. And this is your birthday month as well. So as you look at the next year, what it is you want to accomplish, you're looking at it with a new perspective. But you are going to be asked to look for the signs. The signs are going to be everywhere on how much of a risk to take with an opportunity and to make sure that it's safe. So you're gonna get these signs coming to you very very soon, because in your present situation you're already seeing them, and these signs are coming to you as the Eight of Wands. They're in the air and they're coming at you all at one time, and you're almost overwhelmed with all of these signs, but your perspective on everything has changed. And as a result, you're going to gain a lot of wealth as a result of this current situation that you're in. You're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the good work. So you're seeing how what kind of freedom comes with wealth as a result of being able to handle the Eight of Wands coming at you all at one time. This shift in perspective built the foundation for you to be able to handle this, and it's bringing you prosperity and freedom. And as you embark on the end of this journey, which is to leave a certain situation, whether that be um, mentally, emotionally, or whether that be actually mentally, emotionally, and then physically, all it kind of like quickly following another. But this is about saving the swords, these six swords, and putting them in the boat, even though they're not piercing the boat. He's punting for her, and she has a small child with her, or he, but mostly, I don't know. We'll say a she, but it could be a he. Anyway, this is your immediate future situation, and this is coming at you with, you know exactly. You've planned this out. You know exactly how this is going to go down. Just make sure you don't let small hiccups along the path as you walk away. Just make sure that you're being wise and listening to your gut, because you have a very strong sense of intuition, and you have to look at use insight into the nature of physical objects, because they will give you foresight, and use your best judgment. You're gonna you've got what it takes to succeed in this. You've got what it takes to fulfill this plan you have, and it's going to increase your level of responsibility, but that's okay. You plan for that, so you're ready for it. This is wonderful, wonderful stuff with all of these oracles. It's just and the tarot cards have just really shown up today for sure. So let's close out your reading with three tarot cards from the Witch's Tarot, and see what kind of story we can summarize here in three cards or less. Actually, it'll probably be three cards or more. Okay, I'm going to leave those there, and I am going to go ahead and get started with this. Cut and they're on the floor. They were not meant to be on the table, so I'm not picking them up. What do we have, Spirit, for Pisces to close out this beautiful reading of new perspective, changes, wealth, being wise, to leave a situation, take responsibility. The Nine of Wands, all about you have fought a good fight. You have learned a lot through this fight. You come out of it uh, winning on all levels. But this is, you had to really fight to get here. This is not something that came easy. But you made it. You might be a little bruised, but you're not cut, you know? Let's see about one more or two more. And the present situation is the Emperor. And Aries could also be very significant here. But the Emperor is all about ruling over his land, taking care of other people. He's a patriarch, he's an authoritative figure, but he's hard on the outside as indicative of the armor he's wearing, but he's soft on the inside. There's children in the background dancing. He wants to see his grandkids be able to do he wants to give what he can and do as much as possible for his family and his empire. So this is saying you're in the right place at the right time, and if you're ready to take this on, this position and the situation around you right now is going to give you the armor that you need to win this fight. Let's see, one more card for Pisces. One more card for Pisces. All right. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so this Knight of Swords is going after what he wants. This horse is racing. This knight has his sword drawn. It reminds me of the ending to Pretty Woman. Whenever Richard Gere goes to get her out of her top floor apartment and goes up the fire escape, and he's scared of heights. So this guy is like drawing his sword, coming towards you with everything that he's got. It's a knight in shining armor, but it is fast. So be prepared. Again, take responsibility and be wise. Don't be rash and don't jump from one situation right into another situation. Like you need to be prepared and also give yourself some time to sit back and enjoy the moment instead of racing to the next goal, racing to the next project. On the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles, which is balancing and juggling two things right now. So we're going to be looking at ways to achieve what you want to achieve and stand for something instead of saying, oh, well, being the people pleaser. Oh, well, yeah, sure, I love that. And I like that too. Oh, I like that too. I like that too. Like, make a decision. Instead of juggling everything at one time, make a decision and stand on it. I hope this resonates with you. I hope this helps you. And please let me know by commenting below where you are, as well as how this resonates. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. It helps me bring more videos to you. And I really appreciate your support. Until next time, y'all take care.